Like it up, y'all. Like it up. If y'all coming in the chat, like the video. If y'all coming in the chat, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. What's up? What's up, hero? What's up? As you can see in the background, I don't know if y'all can see, it's a cop. I got pulled over by this cop. This cop is very, very, very mean. Man, everybody keep thinking I'm R. Kelly. Where my money at? Where's the money at? If I'm R. Kelly, where's the money at? Like the video. It's 6 people in the chat. Nobody liking the video. You know what I'm saying? What color is... Come on, man. We gotta do better than that. We ain't about to come in here with in the chat with all that stuff. Come on, now. They yeah, everybody be like, I look like R. Kelly. I don't understand why. How do I look like R. Kelly? I don't look like R. Kelly. I don't think I look like R. Are you on parole? I don't look like R. Kelly. Why do people keep saying I look like R. Kelly? No, this cop in the back, he pulled me over being an evil racist. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm driving, doing my own business. I'm getting pulled out the car for no reason. So I made him I took the picture and everything like that, and I made him a background. You know what I'm saying? I made him a background. So everybody in the world can see how foolish he is. Yes, sir. Yes, definitely stole that car. But like it up, y'all. Like it up, like it up, like it up. What we gonna talk about today? What we gonna talk about today? What we gonna talk about? What we gonna talk about? Huh? What we gonna talk about today? What we gonna talk about? You definitely stole that car. Keep safe. Always safe, man. Gotta be safe all the time. Racism is the only possible explanation. Racism. I don't know about racism no more, y'all. It's been the past tense. It's past. I don't know about racism. Racism is the only possible explanation. I mean, it's black. I mean, black people be racist to their own people. Light-skinned people versus dark-skinned people. White people versus their own white people. So it's like, I mean, when you say racism, it's deeper than just black and white. You know what I'm saying? We are not safe from people like you. I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. Fred George, what's going on? Fred George, how you doing? Like it up, y'all. Like the chats. Like it up, y'all. Like it up. Please like it up, like it up, like it up, like it up. Like, are you a Toby? Chris Smith, are you a Toby? I don't know what that means. Are you a overseer? Everyone has to have a boogeyman when they don't take accountability. I don't know what that means. How you doing, bro? Marseille, what's up, man? What's up? Chris Smith, what do we do with you? What? Do people like what? I don't know what you're talking about. Trump is the best. Trump is the best. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? So it means take responsibility for your own actions. I don't know, when you say take responsibility for your own actions, I mean, what are you talking about when you say that? What are you talking about when you say that? When you curse Trump out, Trump don't care about all that. Think Trump care about all that? Trump don't care about all that. Trump didn't get my package full. As y'all can see, behind me is a bull. You know, that's the same bull they worshiped 2,000 some years ago. When they came out the land of Egypt, they worshiped this bull. And you got the same thing going on with the black people today. What is black people doing? The same thing the children of Israel did 4,000 some years ago. When they came out of Egypt, they made a golden calf. And they began to worship this golden calf. Black people, you know, they doing the same thing with the white man money, with the white man dollar. So, to be real honest with you, we still, I mean, it's still here today. The same bull that they had when they came out of Egypt is on Wall Street. So, this is what Trump is one of us. You guys stay away from us. You need to be the dollar. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because guess what? Who prints the money? The people that print the money don't need the money. That's the thing. They tell you to go to work. They tell you to join a rat race, right? And they tell you to, you know, do all these other things, but they don't need the money. That's the thing. The people that print the money is at the higher of the pyramid. They don't need the money. You need the money, right? You got to survive. You got to eat. So fruits and everything that's natural on this earth, is literally being, we got to pay for it. We got to pay for air. We got to pay for water. We got to pay for fruits and food. These are natural things that God has given us for free. Why are we paying for it? It doesn't make no type of sense. Why am I paying for air and water? You see what I'm saying? So, you know, come on now. Why am I paying for it? Israel, that Israel over there ain't even in the Bible. You could actually trade your labor for silver instead. Yeah, that's not even in the Bible. That's what I'm saying. The Israel, them white Israels over there, not even in the Bible. Period, point blank. It's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, you know, people gotta read their Bible. When the last time you read your Bible? When the last time you read your Bible? You gotta read the Bible. Period, point blank. You have to read the Bible. Got to. Gotta read it. Like it up, Yash. Noodles. His name was not Yashu. I don't know where you getting that from. His name wasn't Yashu. His name Jesus. And I did some heavy research. His name is not Yashu. His name Jesus. His name is Jesus. I'm telling you right now. Hebrew is not even a full language. And the letter Y wasn't even back there. The letter Y is not even back there. The letter J is back there. The letter J has been back there since the Semitic language. The Semitic is a family language. You have Aramaic, Semitic, Arabic, Aramaic. You have all these Maics. You know what I'm saying? So when you say his name is Yahshua, you sound like a Hebrew Israelite. So now his name is not Yahshua. His name is Jesus, man. His name is Benji. First of all, that name came from the name Jesus came from heaven anyway. So it's not even an earthly name. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, then if you say that, if you say his name wasn't Yahshua, what about Joseph? Joseph was in the Bible but way before Hebrews even came on the scene. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hebrew is not a full language. How is Hebrew a full language when 2,000 years ago Rome, Babylon, Persia, and Greece conquered Israel and broke the languages up? Your young generation wasn't taught correct. Well, your generation, before our generation, was worse. This generation, actually, the generation I'm in right now is probably the smartest generation. So, I mean, what are you talking about? Don't make no sense. That's why you got to do your own research and study. Bro, you need a GED. I got more than a GED, but okay. You sound dumb. Chris, you said, what is dumb? Where did the word dumb come from anyways? Do educate yourself. The original Moors ruled the world before the white man crawled in all fours in the hills of Europe. Carcass Mount. You need a phone to survive. Okay, Noodles. The Moors people, there's no history about even the Moors' existence. So what are you talking about? You mean the Nubian people? Nubians, which were Egyptians, which were the black people that built the pyramids. The Nubian people that used the sun and stars and everything like that. You talking about the Nubians, not the Moors. There was no such thing as no Moors. Moors don't even exist. I never heard of no Moors. What is a Moor? You know what I'm saying? People come up with all these kind of things. It doesn't make sense. See what I'm saying? What is a Moor? What is the Moor? So you gotta really be careful what you say. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. What are you saying when you say Moor? Moor. What are you saying when you say Moor? Say you're ignorant, I'm done. Bro, you heard this off Rampage stream. You not intelligent. Gen Alpha, shake my head. Moor is black. There's no such thing as a Moor, man. I don't know what a Moor is. People come up with these. Now, there was Moors in the United States. And what I mean by that, there was a religion called Moor, but they was in a drug game. Back in the 1980s and the 1990s, these people that call themselves Moors are black people that know the laws of the land of the United States. They say that Moors is already in the United States of America. I mean, black people's already here before the white man even came, but you ever eat a s'more? Moors were Arab. Ha, I stepped to you. Why you are so angry, Brody? You ever ate a s'more? Do you use chocolate to make them? I rest my case. Like it up. Like it up, y'all. Like it up. Calm your nips. They were not already here. The native Indians were here first. Do you know how big the United States is? Do you know how big the United States is? United States is huge. You know what I'm saying? The United States is huge. The Book of Enoch was created by a white man. So you can't. The Book of Enoch was created by a white man. So I don't want to believe nothing the Book of Enoch say. Black people put white people down as weak, but also claim they have you so brainwashed. And which one it is? You do not know what you're talking about, bruh. Someone please answer which parent genes are said to be more significant to coital function, especially in males, and which racial group alleged scores lowest on IQ testing. All books were created by people. All books were, yes, that's right. All books were created by people. That's why you have to find God yourself. That's why you gotta dig in for yourself. You can't, a book is not gonna save you anyways. You know what I'm saying? Your inner man is you on the inside. Forget race, bro. It's important. Humanity is more important than you look like a gay R. Kelly. How come single black moms raise black felons, but a single white mom raised black president. God, I don't know what. That's crazy. God ain't real, bro. I'm sorry. Religion was developed as a means of control. If God is not real, why is everything so detailed? The trees, the ants, the world, you, your body, your anatomy, your body, everything is so detailed. Somebody had to create this, man. It's no possible people say humans created this. If humans created this, how is, like everything is too detailed. You feel me? Who created God? It doesn't make sense. Billy, man, you sound like you homophobic, man. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you homophobic. That's crazy. Evolution, who created God? It doesn't make sense. Demons are real and they want to inject you with semen and feces spiritually. Nah, you don't. You just funny looking. Everybody got flaws, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't just all beautiful. Everybody got ugly flaws, within themselves. They ugly and stuff like that. So yeah, nobody is afraid of a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So, but people, the thing I don't understand about humans, man. How's a crackhead gonna point the finger at the homosexual? How's the homosexual gonna point the finger at a rapist? It's like the devil's just the devil. Period. Point blank. Evil is evil. So I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? But first, clean out your own closet before you try to condemn somebody else. How you gonna condemn somebody else when you doing dirt? Nobody's afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get mad at somebody else when you doing dirt? When you living in sin? You know what I'm saying? Like, first clean out yourself. Judge yourself first before you try to judge somebody else. That's why I don't like people that judge, man. Like, I hate that. When you start judging people and you start getting, doing all these other stuff, like, come on now. Stop judging. You're not entertaining, dude. Blacks destroyed them slaves all through history. But seriously, you gotta get a high school education for history. That's true. I apply your search for answers. Keep it up. You are still young, but have a good sense of morality. I'm judging everyone. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, first of all, a lot of these churches, they teach you false doctrine anyways. Every church that's out there, Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, Pentecostal, Apostolic, all these churches are liars. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say, ain't no building gonna save nobody anyways. You're gonna save yourself by getting understanding and knowledge. That's how you gonna save yourself. All I'm saying is is a real thing. Homophobia is a real thing. That's a church, not Jesus, stupid. That's a church, not Jesus, stupid. Chris, I don't understand what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I guess you just want to fight, man. I don't know why you want to contend on this phone. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? God is in us. You do not need a church. Yes. Donald Miller. Let me pen that. I like that. Yes. Yes. God is in us. You don't need a church. You don't need a church. Because the church building is not going to save you. They killed Jesus because he said that this temple, God going to destroy it in 3 days, going to raise it up. Your IQ is at 79. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, you do need a church to be, you need a church. You the church. You don't need a church, you the church. My apologies. You don't need a church, you the church. You got to become the church. You got to follow God's laws. And his laws is not talking about 10 commandments. His laws is talking about love, right? So you got to find out in your soul what is keeping you, holding you back. You see what I'm saying? You got to find out what's holding you back. You killed Jesus because he railed against the Jewish money lenders. Exactly. They killed Jesus because Jesus Christ was coming against their businesses. Remember, he threw them out the church because they sold money. The same thing these churches do today. What do? These false churches, they rob you out your money. They tell you to pay your tithes. Why you ain't put $2,000 in the tithes? Why you ain't put $300 in the tithes? Why you ain't put this type of money in the tithe? They school you because, I'm going to just be real with you, man. Every church that you see is all about money. Period, point blank. That's why you got to go to a church that's called by his name. And you got to become the church within yourself. You know what I'm saying? God is in us. You do not need it. Jesus Christ is as real as Batman and Spider-Man right now. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to understand that, you know, a lot of these churches are cults anyways. Why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that, Jesus Street Preacher? The reason I say it is because anytime a church tell you to eat crackers and drink grape juice, why they tell you to eat they say that's communion. But if you went to college and you have a high IQ, like somebody say I don't have a high IQ, you know communion is the root word to communicate. The commune is the root word to communicate. So I don't need to drink crackers and eat grape juice to be able to believe or to be able to have a understanding of what God is talking about. If you ever know that that guy Jim Jones put that stuff, that cyanide poison, and killed all them people in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta really realize like that how dangerous a church is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta realize that God is not judging you according to how you look, according to what you did yesterday. God is judging your heart. He's trying to see what you're gonna do today. Forget yesterday is gone. Today is today, and tomorrow is the future, right? So we not worrying about, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people that don't believe. People don't believe. It's a lot of people that don't believe in God. But God, one thing about you, people gotta understand about God, God is not looking for everybody to serve him. The Bible say all are called, but few are chosen. There's people on this chat right now, you know, some believe, some don't. And the ones that don't, I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? They just ignorant. They don't understand. And if you don't understand, then you gonna keep going in your own way, living in your own box. You just got hey, you know. So yeah, we are God plan, and it's a right game. I don't know what that means, man. You gotta elaborate on that. You gotta elaborate on that. So yeah, like last night I was on live and I was talking about the countries I've been to and the things I just seen. Like I've been to Europe, and Europe is very like, when I was in Europe, all the Muslims is taking over Europe, man. I was in Paris, and Paris has nothing but like Muslims in that country. I mean, you know, in that city and stuff like that. So it kind of baffled me when I seen it. I was like, wow, where's the French culture? Where's the European culture? It's completely destroyed. Somebody said, can you sing some Nickelback? I don't even know what that means, who that is. So yeah, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. It's just, man, I don't even know who Nickelback is. I don't know what you're talking about. Muslims dominate through breeding. Is their plan for total world domination? Yeah. I mean, when I went to United Kingdom and I went to Paris and stuff like that, and I went to France and I went to Germany, it was nothing but Muslims. I didn't see not one native. And that scared me because I'm used to, you know, when you come to the United States, you're going to see somebody that's from the hood, or you're going to see a black person, you're going to see a white person. You might see a couple of foreigners, but it ain't going to be to the point where you going through the whole block. Now, when I went to New York City and Brooklyn is taken over by Jews. And I don't understand why people in New York are so scared of Jews. I don't understand, like, why people in New York are so scared of Jews. Why, I don't get it. When I went to Brooklyn, they are so afraid of Jews. It said, Britain now recognize Sharia courts. It said, Britain now recognize Sharia courts. I guess so, because when I was out there, people out there scared of, people in New York are scared of Jews, and people in United Kingdom are scared of Muslims, man. Muslims is taking over England to the point where, like, there was I think when I was out there, something happened to a little girl where she got raped, and the Muslim didn't get charged. He didn't get charged at all. So I look at that as a red flag. Jews have a negative energy to them. Yeah, Jews are very dangerous, man. Like when I was out there in Brooklyn, they was looking at me like I was dirt. Yeah, when I was out there in Brooklyn, New York, they were looking at me like I was dirt. Take care, bro. Keep searching for answers. Every day, I always search. I can't stop searching. He said, if you seek me, you should find me. You knock, the door should be open to you. So, yeah, we got to keep searching and everything like that. We got to keep on searching. Period, point blank. Yeah. Got to keep searching. If I start searching, then, hey, that's it. So, yeah, like, somebody said all three worship the same God. Muslims honor Jesus and respect him. Jews say he was fake and denounce he was even real. If GB is being taken over, it sounds like reverse colonialism. They think all that around them are dirt. Jews is not Jew. Jewish is not Jew. Jew is actually a religion. It's not a ethnicity. Jew is not like some kind of race. Jew is a religion. So for the United States to make this, for the United Kingdom made the Jewish Israel. They made Israel because they restored after World War II in 1940, I think 9, they made them a country. They think you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I mean, it's crazy how this world is, really tell you the truth. I don't know what's going to happen in the coming years. You know what I'm saying? Without God, every soul, it's like without God, you need God in your life. You need God in your life. Without God, you can't do nothing. Period, point blank. He is not a Jew who is on outwardly. The Bible say, Paul said, we Jews inwardly as well. See what I'm saying? We Jews inwardly because the laws of the prophets was not bad. It was that they couldn't keep them. Modern day Jews are European converts. The ancestors of the old Jews are Palestinians. I guess so. I don't know. I thought that the black African Americans over here was Jews, or was the real Jews, because it's crazy that the Jews was in slavery in Egypt for 400 years, and then United States had these black Africans. They said there was Africans that was in slavery for 400 years in the United States, and the United States is called Sodom and Egypt. Sodomite means homosexual. Egypt means idolatry. Jesus was Jewish, so the prophet said blacks never invented the wheel. So yeah, sub-Saharan Africans never invented the wheel. So it's a lot of people don't understand that the United States gets its power from the Antarctica. Nobody is looking towards Antarctica. In 1945 between 1942 and 1945, the United States created a treaty that no country can drill in Antarctica. Antarctica is actually the most powerful continent with resources on planet Earth. And this is how you get your B-52 bombers. This is how you get your stealth bombers, is because Antarctica, that's at the bottom of the world, has mountains underneath it, right? They have valleys underneath it, right? So that's minerals. And there's no other country in the world that knows about this but the United States. All right? The United States is drilling oil from underneath Antarctica because Antarctica has a lot of oil. Antarctica has a lot of rare earth minerals. They're not going to tell you about this because they don't want the world to know. When it was a viral video that went out of a guy from China, I think. He was flying in a plane, or somebody was flying in a plane to Antarctica, and he got arrested. When he landed his plane, they arrested him. It's military United States Marines in the island. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty much Antarctica is actually a very powerful continent with resources. They say that there are a whole other world beneath Antarctica where there are vegetation and animals that we have never seen before. Like, they said in China, they found a hole that was never discovered. And they had vegetation inside of the hole, right? So it was a big old hole, a cave in China that they have never discovered before. until in 2020, when they finally went inside and they started to look, and they seen all these different species of animals and everything like that. And they say Antarctica had the same thing. Antarctica has resources that no man have ever seen before. See what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. The United States became powerful because when they controlled the world, they targeted Antarctica. No other country in the world has targeted Antarctica. Africa has been sucked up with its resources. Africa is literally like a grocery shop full of resources. Africa is full of power. Like, they got minerals. They got, like, literally, they have trees that's so big that they have the dirt. The dirt is so full of minerals and nutrients that when you eat the dirt as a black person, it clears your skin up. All this food over here in the United States is literally GMO. It's nasty. You know what I'm saying? This is lab made. All this McDonald's and KFC, all this Taco Bell, that meat is not processed right. Jesus' parents were Jews. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob were Jews. All the prophets were Jewish. So understand where Christianity stems from. No. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was from Iran. He was a modern day Iranian. I mean, he was an Iranian. Jews came out from Mount Sinai. Jews came out from after Mount Sinai. There was no Jews 4,000 years ago. I'm not gonna sit up here and let you lie like that. There was no Jews 4,000 years ago. Jews came after Mount Sinai. Let's repeat that. Jews came after Mount Sinai. There was no Jews before Mount Sinai. Abraham was not a Jew. Isaac was not a Jew. They was Gentiles. Are you talking about eating dirt in Africa? You never been to Africa. I've been to Africa 2 times. Is a curse. Mount Sinai. Jews are a religion, not a race. Yes, Jew is a religion. In the book of Esther, it tells you many of them was converted to Jewish. Abraham was from Iran. Abraham was from the land of Ur. If you look where the land of Ur is Iran. Sinai. Yes, Jews came after Sinai because the Bible tell you that Joseph went into the land of Egypt and he was made second in command under Pharaoh. The Pharaoh that Joseph was under was a black. You know what I'm saying? He was a black because there was 3 houses in Egypt. Just like the United States have 2 houses. They have how many houses do the United States have? I know they have Democrat and Republic, but Egypt was different. They had, yes, Abraham is considered the first Jew, is known as our father Abraham because he was the first to teach the concept of and enter into a covenant with God. Nope. Abraham was not a Jew. There was nowhere in the Bible that said Abraham was a Jew. I'm not going to sit up here and let you lie like that, bro. Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was a Gentile. He was a Gentile. The Bible said he was going to be a father of many nations. When Moses came on the scene in Egypt, because remember, Moses' mama put him in a Nile River. And when Moses' mama put him in the Nile River, the Egyptian woman, which is Pharaoh's daughter, got him and rose him up in Egypt. But he was always a Hebrew. Israel only been a country since the 1940s. Yes, that's modern day Israel. Them people over there that's in Israel are not the real Jews. They are Commonwealth, right? When Hitler killed, Hitler was not killing Jews, because Jew is not it's not a race. It's a religion. So Hitler was killing the Commonwealth people. The Commonwealth people was in World War I was killing his people. So it was like Hitler was killing he said he was killing the Jews, but he was really not killing the Jews. He was killing Commonwealth. It was a country called Commonwealth in the 1920s. In the 1920s, it was a country called Commonwealth. These was the richest people in the world. They was called Zionists, right? If you go back in World War I, there was Tsar. They was trying to get Tsar out of office because Tsar was a Russian and his brother was of the King of England. These are all families. The elites, they are all blood. They are our blood. These are rich, evil families that rule the world. You see what I'm saying? It said, Panda, I can tell you this, the food in Africa is more nutrient rich than the United States. Most 100%. Africa is being destroyed because of the economy, because of them taking over. If the white man leave Africa, Africa would become a powerful country. But since the white man they have their hands in Africa, Africa would never become a powerful country. Africa is could be the most powerful country in the world. But they're not gonna make it's like when you have the Bible says a house divided cannot stand. So when you got division in a world with Africa, Africans is killing Africans. So if Africans stop killing Africans and come together, then you'll have a nation. Colonialism is the word you were. Thank you, King. I'm a pin this right here. I'm a pin that. Africans must arm up now. The Dutch messed it up. See what I'm saying? And concentration camps was back then during the colonialism of Africa. Germany came into Namibia, and when Germany came into Namibia, they was killing more Jews. I mean, they was killing more Africans than Jews. So African people was being killed and murdered. Africa is a continent, not country. Africa is a continent. Yes, Africa is a continent, but Africa could be a country. It could have been a country, really. America was one of the last countries to use Africans for slaves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. I researched that. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. You doing good. That's definitely true. But let's look up the word Africa. Africa came from the Roman Empire. Africa came from the Roman Empire. I don't know. Do y'all know? This is a sincere question. Do y'all know the name of the continent that's in Africa before it was named Africa? Because I heard that the name Africa is not the name. Or that was like a racist slur or something like that. Somebody said, you doing good. Where are you? America is a terrorist nation. Not too many different cultures and different ideologies for them to unite. Atlanticio, no, Cuba was the last to have slaves. Atlanticio, colonialism is the word you were looking for. Oh, I posted that. No, Cuba was the last to have slaves. Cuba has been, I don't know, man. I've been to Cuba. Cuba is being destroyed right now. I don't know. Cuba's been destroyed from within. It's literally been destroyed. Cuba's really been destroyed. So then you got to understand that the United States, during the 1900s, there was an island. There was an island in the Gulf of Mexico that they don't tell you about too, and it was full of tribes, and they blew it up and they sunk the island. To this day, like people that's on cruise ships that go past it, you can see like mountains underneath, and there was divers that went underneath to see like this big city, but the United States, they blew it up. Saudi Arabia has Indians as slaves there. Yes, that's true. Saudi Arabia do have Indians as slaves. How do you feel about your God being hung up, beaten black and blue, and become disabled on the cross? First of all, that was not God. You can't kill God. God is a spirit. The Bible says they that worship God must worship him in spirit and in truth. God is a spirit. He created both good and evil. Jesus is not God. That's something that's been told through the Pentecostal church that lied to us. Poor country. Yeah. So yeah, but God is not a human being, man. Like, come on now. God is a spirit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, Jesus Christ, he died for the chosen ones. He didn't die for everybody in the whole world. They say that Jesus died for the whole world. No, he did not. He only died for the ones that God chose. Not everybody. Everybody ain't going to be with God. You can't harm conscience. Jesus was an Esoteric messenger. You got to explain that. I don't even know what you're talking about with that. It's there every day and you can't see it. Why you think he is in a spirit? He died for Israelites. Yes. Richard. I don't know your last name, but Richard. He died for Israelites. Y'all like the chat? We need more likes. Not even all Jews. Okay, he died for Israelites. Yeah, he did. He died for Israelite. He died for Israel. He came for He came for them. But when they rejected him, God went back to the Gentiles. So whosoever will. Because at first, Jesus Christ only came for the Jews. You can barely read. You don't have any knowledge. Israelites don't even believe in him. Dumb. Okay. Al-Qabian land is the original name of Africa. Yes. Thank you, bro. Whoever that is, thank you. Yes. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yes. That's what it was called. Thank you. Paul came up with the Gentile thing after Jesus died. Paul came up with the Gentile thing after Jesus died. Paul was a last law. Paul was born out of due time. Paul was a murderer. He was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. He studied his way out of the Mosaic administration. And when he found out on the road to Damascus that he was wrong, he went to the church and they began to teach him the right things. Judaism formed into Christianity because Christianity began as a movement within the Second Temple Judaism and developed. Why y'all keep saying Christians? What is a Christian? What is a Christian? Where did Christians come from? I did history. Christians came from Antioch. They was mocking them and they was called saints. I don't know. I thought Christians is a mockery term. The Bible started 40 years after Jesus died. Christianity officially. No, that's not true. The Bible did not start. Okay, why do people keep talking about a book? First of all, the book of the Bible is 66 books in the Bible. The Bible itself is not a book. It's the 66 books in the Bible. Come on now. So you gotta stop that. It's Google. See what I'm saying? So come on now. It's 60. A book's not gonna save you anyways. You gotta save yourself. If you reach your mind up in heavenly places, then you could be able to find a spirit. The Bible say heaven came down. So if heaven came down to your soul, your mind got to enter to the heavenly realm. You ride a bike, kid. This ain't for you, man. This is dangerous. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. KJV, brand new 1611. I like that. I don't know if there was I don't know if that was a cut or not, but I like that. KJV, brand new 1611. But yeah, like I say, yeah. Love your life. This ain't. Yeah. King James Version. Christian killed more people in the name of God than other religions. You mean the Catholic Church did? Catholics are not Christians. Catholics are worshipers. They are worshiping the devil. That's what the Catholic Church do. They don't even like Christians, man. You talking about the Catholic Church? The Catholic Church during the medieval times was killing people and converting them to God, to trying to convert them to Christianity. Catholics are not Christians, bro. They're not Christians. You have Christians, you have saints, and you have Catholics. Saints are of Jesus, period, point blank. Christians are their false representation of saints. And Catholics are like literally anti. They don't believe in God. Oh my God, Jason L. Davis. Oh my God, it's R. Kelly's son. Dang, man. Golly, the Ethiopian Bible is 88 books. It's the original Bible. I don't know about that. I did a long time ago read the Ethiopian Bible, but it was some stuff in there that kind of threw me off. They are a branch of Christians. They just Orthodox. Be sure to take Papa back. I don't believe that virgins haven't been. The word Christian comes because they were following Jesus. They were called the what? I guess so. My girl dumped me because I couldn't finish. This is what religion does to people, making people argue about whose God is better. This is what it's about. everybody can't be right. It got to be somebody wrong. If somebody was if everybody was right, then nobody could be wrong. Somebody got to be somebody got to be wrong. The modern Bible has been corrupted. When you say modern Bible, what are you talking about? You talking about the New King James Version, the NIV, and the Message Bible? Yes, they are corrupted. Everyone wrong. I don't think everybody wrong, man. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you must Richard. You must listen to a lot of Charleston White because that man the devil. I don't think that everybody's wrong. The Ethiopian Bible is the original Bible. The Ethiopian Bible is not the original Bible. Because if the Ethiopian Bible was the original Bible, why was the Ethiopian man came to the desert of Gaza to worship? The Ethiopian man in the Bible came to Israel to worship God. And he was still searching. And Philip went into the desert of Gaza to teach him. So if the Ethiopian Bible was so powerful, as people say it was, why was the Ethiopian man saved in the desert of Gaza? It's older. Jesus was the first zombie. It's literally, there is only one God and one way to him. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Let me pin that right there. I like that. You believe in the Old Testament, which is derived from Judaism. It's in Hebrew, and it was found thousands of years earlier. Y'all keep saying thousands of years, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. I can't, like, nobody knows how long the Old Testament went, because the church rewrote history to make you think that, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Like, people say like thousands of years. Like, it could have been 1,000, 50,000 some years. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I went back there. All I know is what I research, and what I come up with is facts. I try to look for facts, not opinions, not statements. Facts gonna have something that's gonna back it up, a resource. So if you speaking off opinions and you don't got facts to prove what you're saying, and you're just speaking. Artifacts. The Ethiopian Bible was the book of Enoch and the Dead Sea Scrolls written. That's fact. I don't know about that, because when Rome burnt down Jerusalem, all the books that was in that temple got burnt up. So all the books that was in that temple was burnt up. So how is the Ethiopian Bible so authentic when Jerusalem was burnt to the ground by Rome? Before that book was ever printed, everyone prayed to the sun. No, not true. Adam and Eve was the first people that had the Holy Ghost. It was not, Adam and Eve was not the first people on earth. Adam and Eve never bit an apple. Adam and Eve never talked to a snake. Adam was an Assyrian. The Assyrian was the first empire. It was 3 types of empires. There was Assyrian, the second Assyrian, and a Babylonian empire. So Adam and Eve, or Adam, I say Adam, was the first person to receive the gift of the Holy Ghost thousands of years before there was even Jews, the Gentiles, before there was even a nations. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as no Big Bang theory. There's no such thing as a Big Bang theory. The first followers of Jesus were Jewish, not Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yes. It's just all these lies. Y'all got to do your research. Stop going off of what people say and do your own research and come up with facts. So Adam was made a mud. No. When the Bible say that Adam was created from dust, it was talking about he was created from sin, hypocrisy, iniquity. He was created from sin. So when the Bible speak of dirt, trees, and all these things, he's speaking in metaphors. Remember, Genesis is nothing but visions and dreams, right? So you got to be careful with Genesis. Adam and Eve was never a Jew, nor Jesus kept Passover. He was a Jew. Jesus was a Jew. Yes, Jesus was a Jew. He was a Jew. But Jesus came out of the Jewish faith and began to search for himself. Adam was literally created from the earth. Adam came from a mother and father like we were. Who was talking? No, it's doing creation before the fall. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then another lie that the church tell was that there was a flood over the whole world in Noah. That's a lie. There was not a flood over the whole world. Come on now. You mean to tell me a polar bear, lions, and gazelles gonna go in the same ship? Come on, y'all. Come on, be real. Them were people that was called beasts. Because remember, Peter had a vision of beasts, of clean beasts and unclean beasts. And when Peter had a vision of clean beasts and unclean beasts, it would talk about Gentiles, Cornelius. Adam was first man. What? Adam had no parents. Adam had parents, brother. Who's lying to you? Adam was born out of a woman just like me and you. When you go to church, they tell you came from the dirt. They say scratch your arm. Scratch your arm. You came from dirt. No, you came from I thought you was born in a hospital. Okay, so you hurting my brain, man. So if you came from dirt, why the world do you got a birth certificate? Bro, you not even quoting scripture, you talking silly. That's why I found the book. You just came here, man. You don't even know what I was talking about. Exactly, it's just a fairy tale. That's why I found the book usually in its entirety. Why you gonna throw away the book when you don't understand it? That's why you gotta understand it. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 31:9, go read it, says that the trees that was in the garden of the trees that was in the garden of Eden envied him. So you mean to tell me natural trees gonna envy trees, or people gonna envy people? So you gotta be careful how you read the Bible. Because if you read the Bible like a book, you're gonna come up with lies. If you read the Bible with an understanding of spirit, you're gonna come up with the truth. God gotta give it to you. I can't give it to you. Go back and practice your kung fu, young student. You talking the Bible is don't matter what time I came in, you make 0 cents stop. You just came in, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, then you could exit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think about it. If you don't like what I'm talking about, then remove yourself. You are in above your head. Fall back and study. I've been studying since I was 2. You know what I'm saying? I've been studying. A lot of these churches are lying to y'all. Adam and Eve was not the first people on earth. Adam and Eve was not the first people on earth. Adam and Eve did not talk to a snake, man. That's fairy tale. Stop believing lies. That's fairy tale. It's just I cannot stand when people believe these lies, man. You don't know enough, young man. Richard, what do you know? You see what I'm saying? Evidently, your generation didn't know a lot, because look where your generation at now. You know, if you older than me, then your generation was crack babies. You know what I'm saying? If you older than me, you came from the crack era. My generation is not like that. You know what I'm saying? So get your facts straight. Can you prove it, though? I don't lean one way or the other, but prove it. Okay, when you say prove it, what are you talking about? BSG, what are you talking about? Prove. Why even start the lie if you're not trying to interact? So, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But to understand the Bible, you must study it with a humble heart and a mind. Please the Almighty God, sincere. There you go. I like that. Yes, sir. D.I. Carlo Jr. Yes. You got to study the Bible with a humble heart. If you come in and try to read the Bible after doing all kind of crazy stuff, you're not going to understand. You're going to have doubt, but you're going to have unbelief. The Bible say you have evil heart of unbelief depart from the living God. So you ain't going to understand it with a evil heart. They don't tell me to leave when I challenge you on your weird. Okay, I'm weird, right? If I'm weird and I'm talking about God, how is that weird? How is that weird if I'm talking about God? It said, you said there was no Adam and Eve are true to the story. History shows evidence that a lot of biblical stories were likely exaggerated greatly or real. Okay, Adam and Eve. First of all, there was 2 Adams in the Bible in Genesis. When Genesis is speaking, it's speaking of past, present, and future. So when you're talking about the Bible in Genesis, you got to be careful, just like Revelation. It's past, present, and future. There was 2 Adams in the Bible, according to Corinthians. There was the first man, Adam, that was made a living soul, and there was the last man, Adam, that was made quick in the spirit. Jesus was the Adam he was talking about. There was two Adams in the Bible, right? So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? When you read the Bible, you got to read the understanding. And Adam and Eve did not talk to a talking snake. This is a lie that was told in the world. If a woman seen a snake and she started talking to a snake, she's going to run. A woman not about to sit up there and talk to no snake, man. Come on now. Pray you never get a chapter and verse, man, to understand the Bible. Okay. When you say chapter and verse, what are you talking about? What do you want to know? Because I can give you the chapter and verse. Give us the chapter and verse. What, of what? Of Adam and Eve or what? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like, okay, you saying give us the chapter and verse. What are you talking about? You want the chapter and verse of Adam and Eve, or what do you want? I give it to you. Off the top of my head. Fear is learned. If you never knew snakes bit or had venom, will you still fear them? Snakes, I killed a snake yesterday. That was Copperhead. Killed him. He didn't say ouch. He didn't talk. So all these lies that the church tell you about snakes and, you know, all these fairy tales, man, that's fairy tale. The Bible didn't speak of that. You got to understand what the Bible is saying. Adam and Eve was not the first people on earth. Adam and Eve did not come from the dust of the ground. Adam and Eve was in a church in Genesis. The trees that was in that church was talking about people. The tree of knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. The tree of knowledge of good and evil is talking about physical trees don't have no knowledge in evil. Let's get that straight. Okay? Snakes don't talk. That's fairy tale Hollywood. Stop watching so much TV. Because these TVs in Hollywood gonna blind your mind. Stay off the TV. That's right. Y'all read the Bible yourself. You know what I'm saying? Bro, believes in the man-made mainstream cult or religion. Yes. So the Bible also said, what about Cain? Cain, okay, Eve had 3 sons, Cain, Abel, and Seth. Cain killed Abel out of jealousy. Cain fled, and he met a woman of Nod, which are Nadiites, which are a mix between Nubians and Assyrians. Nubians are black people. Assyrians are considered like Arab people. When they mix, they create Nadiites. Nadiites are a whole nother race. So Cain met a woman, and she was from the land of Nod. Because Eve didn't have no girls. She only had boys. Have you ever seen Alvin and the Chipmunks? Sometimes they have. Take 5G or Sherm and use. Do you know what you're talking about? The Lord, please help him. What about dinosaurs? Dinosaurs, I don't want to get on that because people don't even believe what I'm saying right here. You know what I'm saying? But hey, everybody got their own beliefs. But I'm speaking about facts, man. I'm speaking facts here. I'm speaking facts. If you don't want to understand facts, then I don't really know what to tell you. Everything I'm telling you is fact. To understand the Bible, you say, go ahead, young man, spit that. Tommy Tucker. Tommy Tucker. That's why it's so scary, though, when I look at it. So many people are so lost because they don't read. If you want to hide something from a black man or a white man or a Chinese man, you got to hide it in a book. Hide it in a book. People don't like to read. Everybody is so caught up into the world that they don't really want to take time and read their Bible. Read your Bible and read slow. Stop reading so fast and don't read in a straight line. The Bible say precepts upon precept, line upon line. Through my precept do I get an understanding, therefore I hit every false way. But Bible has never lied. How did Adam and Eve repopulate the earth? First of all, God is against incest. Adam and Eve did not repopulate the earth. Humans, Chinese people was here millions of years before the man Adam was. What about the people that was in the Incas and Mayans, the Egyptians, the Nubians, the Decennians? What about the Decennians that was in the Middle East, Africa? These people was here millions of years ago before Adam was. Adam only go back 100,000 years. So let's get this straight. They go back 100 to 90,000 years. People go back millions of years ago. There was people on the earth way before Adam was even on the earth. It said that's why it's so many false teachers. The Bible says in the last days, false prophets shall rise up, deceiving many. Where do you get your facts from, though? I get my facts from the Bible. I get my facts from actually going to, leaving the United States, get on a flight, and going overseas sometime. I don't get my facts just from just on the internet, Google. I get my facts from actually researching it and you know, in college and stuff like that. I don't, like, no. Like, I'm not going to, yeah, come on now. Where do you get the facts? Okay, yeah, so, yeah. It said, liar, terrible, less. No, you hide it in yourself. Okay. All right, what? Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. I can't force you to believe. If you believe that a woman talked to a snake, people gonna laugh at you in your face. That's why there's so many atheists. That's why you can't defeat an atheist, because an atheist gonna speak facts. But when an atheist talk to me, he gonna stumble. Why? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe no human being talk to no snake. Not me. You talking crazy. Humans was here millions of years ago before the man Adam. Period. Point blank. The kingdom of God is within. A book can be corrupted, bro. You not the truth. The Bible say you should receive the spirit of truth. So first of all, what is truth? Pontius Pilate said, what is truth? So let's get that straight. Truth is spirit. You have to receive the spirit of truth. If you don't receive the spirit of truth, you receive lies. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I can't, like, man, if you don't want to go up higher in your plane, in your mind, you gonna be lost. You can literally climb up in your mind, your conscious man. The real you is on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You gotta climb up in your mind. If you can't climb up in your mind, you're gonna be stuck on a lower plane. Take the red pill or the blue pill. Which one you want to take? You want to take the blue pill? You want to still be stuck in this world and still in this rat race? Or you want to take this red pill and climb up into the atmosphere? You know what I'm saying? You got to climb up in your mind in the atmosphere to get understanding what God is talking about. God is not going to come down to you. Do you think God care about humans? God could wipe out 60 million people without any kind of hesitation. If he killed his own son, he don't care about killing nobody. God is God all by himself. He don't care. God is the creation of evil and he creation of good. You as human beings got to get up high up in the spirit. God ain't about to come down to you and patty cake you. You just one person out of billions of people. You're one person out of billions of people. You think God care? You know what I'm saying? You talking about God here. You think God care about that? You think God care about anything about what people got to say? Man, people dying every day. People dying and losing their soul every day. Do you think God care? God care about you coming to him and searching for yourself. You got to get your facts from the book, church. Church purposely corrupt. Stay humble, young man. Tommy Tucker, humbleness. The Bible said, if you be humble as a little child, I will exalt you in due time. But though saw not kill. What is that? Gabriel, what's going on? Acrobono, African name, I think, right? Gabriel Acrobono or something like that. Like it up, y'all. Like the chat. Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand it for yourself. People want you to, like, I'm not about to sit up here and just tell you some lies. Like, what do I profit out of telling you some lies? I'm going to tell you everything that's facts. I tell everybody that I talk to, go everything I'm saying, telling you, you go research it yourself. If you don't believe nothing I'm saying, get a flight. If you can't study up here in the United States, go across the ocean and learn from yourself. That's how you gonna get it. I'm from Nigeria, logos. Nigeria, they have, like, I'm glad that you're in the chat, man. I want to ask you this question. Didn't they just have where Muslims came into a village and killed people? Didn't they just have a mass genocide over there? Keep reading the Bible. Keep your ears open. Amen. Thank you. Tommy Tucker, you on to something, man. Tommy Tucker, man. I like, man. Okay, Tommy Tucker. Hall Slayer. It's an That's all it about to make you feel better before you go to bed. That's how they keep. Yeah. So yeah, Nigeria. I think Nigeria just had like a big old that's northern state. Yeah. Man, I seen it. I was like, man, like all them babies then got killed. That's crazy. I'm like, I don't understand why they don't have like um nobody that's over there trying to. I don't understand why they don't have protection, man. That's crazy. Not on Logos, but why Nigeria won't do nothing about it? Why Nigeria don't protect the people? Why Nigeria don't take the people protect the? Why Nigeria won't protect the people? We in Lagos still protect ourselves. Sign today as for the last 100 years is just okay. Flat Earth the world. Research yourself, find out why they don't. God didn't help them, and they pray every day. Yeah, them people in Lagos, man. Oh my God, they got slaughtered, man. And I don't understand why, like they don't protect them people. That's crazy. But hey, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hey, y'all, be blessed. Be blessed, you guys. I'm about to get off this phone. Hey, be blessed, man. I love y'all, man. In Jesus' name, for the good and the bad. Let's keep pressing. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. In Jesus' name.